Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the new Chevy Colorado Trail Boss. Now the reason I wanted to review this particular Trail Boss is it has the upgraded mud terrain tires. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Center Chevy here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Colorado. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy 17 around town and then 19 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 390 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, taking a look at the hood, you guys can see how it's raised there in the center, and I really like the sharp body lines in the new Colorado. Now, the Trail Boss is built off of a baseline work truck, so you've got the halogen lights, little Trail Boss logo there, but notice how the front end of this is just like a work truck, but the benefit of this is it's not going to show rock chips and stuff. It's a lot more durable than painted sections, but funny enough, that section right there is actually painted. We do have recovery points at the bottom and some skid plate protection. And putting it all together, I actually like the front end of the Trail Boss. I think it's cool. And this is the main part of the video, right? These tires, 275 by 65 by 18 in the front and in the rear. They are mud terrain tires, and this is super important. I took one of these new Trail Bosses off-road with the standard tires, and one of the tires blew up. These tires would not have done that because, I mean, a bit more sidewall, just these are a lot better for off-road use. So if you are going to take your Trail Boss off-road, get these tires. Giant fender flare action here on the side, and then you guys can see the mirror cap blacked out, and then you got Colorado down below, and then you can see the door handles also blacked out. And then here's your full side view with this Trail Boss. I love the contrast between the white and the darker elements. It looks cool. So taking a look at the key fob, we have our unlock function or lock function, and then the Chevy bow tie there on the back. And speaking of the back, the tailgate's actually dampened, which is really cool. We obviously have the storage in here that I've gone over a million times, so we're not going to go over that again. But decent sized bed. The only thing this is missing is obviously bed liner, but that's always very easy to add in after the fact. And then of course we got a ruler here on the tailgate as well. And when you're all done, lifting this up is very easy. Trail Boss there in the back. You can see the baseline taillights. Got the little bumper steps, parking sensors here on the bumper. And you guys can see the bumpers themselves are all blacked out. Wrapping things up, let me guys think about the looks of the Trail Boss, but with these mud terrain tires, this thing looks absolutely epic. Now inside, the Trail Boss is pretty basic with the interior materials, but easy to clean. And that continues onto these cloth seats, and we'll quickly hop in, which you do have to kind of step up a bit. Would be nice to have side steps there. Anyways, legroom, pretty typical for mid-size pickup truck. Got some cup holder action. Vents there in the center, and then you guys can see we've got a window here in the back, manual with the operation, and then headroom back here, pretty good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again pretty basic with the material use, just like the back, but notice the front window is actually automatic, which is a nice feature. Mirror adjustments, there's a quick look at the mirrors, and while we're over here, payload capacity on this truck is 1,390 pounds, and then the towing capacity in the new Colorado is like over 7,000 pounds. It's pretty crazy. And then here are the seats in the front cloth. The driver's seat's actually power adjustable, which is cool. Trailer brake control action here as well, and then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, pretty basic with material use, but it does have this like perforated thing on the side, so it looks a little bit fancier. Radio controls in the back. We also have cruise control, controls for the center stack, and of course little stock there in the back as well. Even though the Trail Boss is more base, we do have this digital gauge cluster which we can use to scroll through different bits of info. It's cool, like the different menus you can go through. I just skipped one, by the way, that was like the off-road menu, which is the coolest one. There we go. Pretty sweet. Now this particular one actually has the 360 camera system, which is another nice option you should get on the Trail Boss if you're going to take this off-road, so you can see out of all of the different angles of the truck. Again, this would have been nice for me to have when I was taking the demo Trail Boss that I had off-road. Anyways, as for the rest of the infotainment screen, response time with it's great. We've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You got this little shortcut bar here on the side as well, which just makes using the truck easier. And yes, the headlight controls are built into the infotainment screen. Little analog radio control right there. Single zone climate down below. And you guys can see for the auto stop start, hazard lights, lane departure, and some storage space right here. And by the way, pretty basic with the material use all over, but again, it's easier to clean. And then good storage in the glove box. Shifter here for that 8-speed automatic. And then we have our drive line select and our drive mode select. So with the drive line, you've got auto, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and 2-wheel high, and then you got your parking brake behind that. And we can actually go through the different drive modes here. So we got an off-road mode, tow haul mode, terrain mode, and a normal mode. Some cup holder action here, and then center console. And some nice padding on the center console, by the way. And then just a manual mirror dimmer. So here's our one sticker for this Trail Boss Colorado. You guys can see all the standard equipment. Base MSRP $37,000. So we've got some stuff. Actually, this is supposed to have the off-road steps. Interesting. Anyways, tech package, probably worth it. Again, for the surround vision and everything, like I said. And then you've got the advanced trailing package, if you can tow, that's worth it. Convenience package with a slow lower, yeah, probably, yeah, that's probably worth it. Safety package, if you live out in the middle of nowhere, it probably doesn't matter, but if you live in town, then it's gonna work. Mud terrains, $495, 100% worth it, 500 bucks, don't cheap out, get them, get them, get them, get them. Total MSRP, $43,130. Let's wrap things up. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, and throughout the rest of the rear. And this is going to be a shorter than normal test drive. This truck happened to sell, and so now we can't take it out on a full drive. It happens all the time. That's part of the Ben Hardy gig, is half the time you're filming vehicles and then boom, someone buys it. And it's probably because I film the vehicles that people are looking to buy, they're more interested in. But I just wanted to use this drive to kind of talk about the Trail Boss after I've seen this version of it with the 360 camera system and with these bigger, beefier tires. First off, it looks so much better. That Trail Boss that I had as a demo for the week, yeah, it didn't look bad, but like this needs these tires. Like this is the right look for the Trail Boss. So from a look perspective, good. And let's get, I guess I'll get like a little bit more here at the speed so I can kind of see what it would feel like at not the fastest speed ever, but a slightly higher speed, so I can kind of talk about ride quality a little bit. 2.7 turbo still scoots. Yeah, I mean those tires, I've taken the new ZR2 off-road and everything with Silverado. The tires definitely have a more of a damping feel to them. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's like 100 degrees outside, my brain's not working very well. The damping's better with the tires. So put everything together, I think this is, after you cut off that little chin spoiler on the front end, this is the Colorado to get because it's affordable. It has a 360 camera system, which is great for off-roading, off-road tires, 4-wheel drive system. It's got the terrain modes. It has everything that you could ever want from a mid-size pickup truck and from an off-road mid-size pickup truck. And it's not going to break the bank. So I really do think this is the Colorado sweet spot after you, again, cut off the chin spoiler on the front end. So let me know your thoughts on the Trail Boss package, and let me know your thoughts on this version of the Trail Boss package. But this is, I just think this is how it should be. I'm glad that Chevy gives people the option to like not have their Trail Boss be like this, but at the same time, you know, without these options, like the one that has a demo, it's, I don't know, it's not as cool as this. But let me know what you think.